So normally every month people would do a to be read kind of pile, but this is my one for June. The aim is to get 3 of them done just because they're not my copies, and the 4th would be a bonus. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to be reading in June and talk a little bit about the books in kind of relaxation style. Okay, so the first one we have where I have read all of the books but I haven't reviewed them. I'm not 100% keen on this series, but if you like Alice in Wonderland and the Cheshire Cat and stuff like that, this would definitely, oh, and fairies, this would definitely be your cup of tea. And that is The Iron Knight by Julie Kagawa. I currently finished The Iron Queen the other night, and I just really struggle to imagine what it would be like in that world type of thing. Yeah, so I kind of struggle with that, but this is basically where we ended the last story where Megan became the Iron Queen and Ash kind of can't go with her because he kind of can't tolerate iron. So in this book he's got to find a way to kind of beat the system so he can be with Megan and they can live happily ever after, along with along with Puck, where Ash and Puck go on a mission to kind of do this type of thing. So yeah, so this is the last book that I have. I'm not going to carry on this season. I have the old cover edition, so yeah, it just wasn't really my cup of tea, and I feel really bad for saying that, but you know, it is what it is. So I'll probably read that one and donate it or try and sell it, I don't know. The next book that I'm currently reading that I'm going to review to YouTube and that I mentioned in the recent kind of book haul is Liar's Beach by Katie. And this is One Killer Summer, and this is basically a story about how Lyndon goes to his best friend's house for summer and he feels like an outsider, but there's a body that ends up in a pool and everyone is a suspect, including him. So there's kind of bigger things to worry about. So I'm kind of looking forward to reading this one and reviewing it. It's quite short, it's 275 pages and I'm currently 10 pages in. So yeah, I can't wait to finish that one. The next one is an author where I've read every single one of her books apart from one, because I have that in the cupboard and I'll review that eventually, but this is her newest one called Every Word a Lie by Sue Wellman, and this is basically about how a couple of friends want to get revenge on their prankster friends, so they kind of make messages pretending to be her crush, and then there's a catfish type of killer where they then have to kind of work out who's doing it, but Amy may be the next victim. So that sounds really interesting, and the cover is really nice as well. And then the last book that I have for June 2023, I told you it weren't going to be a long one, is Let's Play Murderer by this author, and I've borrowed this one from the library, and this is like a virtual reality game where Veronica doesn't want to be in, but she's kind of sucked into it, and she has to work out who the killer is and the murderer, and she can't really trust anybody or anything, but she needs to kind of get out alive. So it's an interesting book, and it kind of reminds me of Every Line of You by Naomi Gibson, I think. So yeah, that is my June to be read, just a short little video for both of my channels on YouTube. So again, any support would be very much appreciated, and thank you.